All right.
I like
Good job.
that
You
better.
do your 5.
All right. Now I'll do. Well, do you want me to list them, or do you want to go one and then around, and then we'll come back?
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
All right. I did the sound of a weed whacker.
They would probably think it's some crazy animal.
I'm thinking like explosive shit. You're thinking,
No, not like a literal.
Like literally make their
yeah, like literally make their head explode.
Weed whacker?
Like my list,
Oh my god.
like in my first thing on my list was grenade.
You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, the home of sports, gambling, entertainment, and whatever the hell else has gone on this week. So pull up a seat by the fire, crack open a cold one, and make sure to get your bets in. Welcome to the Pine Room. This episode is sponsored by our good friends at IC Cab. Whether you're in the Ohio Valley, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Columbus, Morgantown, or Charleston, you've seen the cars around. IC Cab provides a simple transportation service for all your transportation needs, be it a ride to the Pittsburgh airport, because we all know it's cheaper than parking, corporate transportation, courier services, or just a ride home from the local bar. IC Cab is your way to roll. To book your next ride, call 304-232-1313 or schedule a future ride at iccab.com/contact. Then all you got to do is fill out some info and boom, you got a ride coming your way. Oh, all right, that's me. Give them a call. Tell them the Pine Room sent you.
I think.
I'd punch you in your head.
Thank you.
Yeah, no,
Like, absolutely.
I would fuck both of you up.
I would
Like,
just
if you turned
no.
and hit me, I would block. Boom, boom.
No, I'm gonna gorilla up it.
Yeah, while your hands
No.
are up, boom.
No,
boom,
you said you were
boom.
gonna go here. You said you were gonna go here. So I,
boom,
Dude
boom,
gets it.
boom.
no, I gorilla
Why am I
up.
getting hit?
Boom.
By the time you hit them, it's not.
All right, let's go.
I
Let's
gorilla.
go.
You know what I did?
Let's
Just
go. Come
boom,
on.
Both of them. Oh,
All right,
See,
Like an
you're
asshole.
out.
Let's go.
good.
All right, here we go. I'm starting over.
Okay.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Pine Room Podcast, episode 64.
6'4".
If you can hear or see,
Or see.
or both, we obviously are not in the studio. We are here at KEGLER'S Sports Bar and Lounge.
Yeah.
We are outside here in the little pavilion area because it is the launch of the Pine Room Lager, episode 2. First one's at Generations, next one now as at KEGLER'S in the clubhouse here. Coach is inside doing some giveaways with the crowd inside.
Yeah,
we got a decent
we had to
crowd
shut
here.
we had to shut his mic off.
Yeah,
next one's in Europe.
We originally we did this. We just talked for about 15 minutes, or we talked for about 40 minutes. 35 of those were him screaming. So we are here in Morgantown right now. Coach and Dice, you're gonna, or Chris and Dice, you're gonna go bowling, and I think we're gonna be
Check it out.
We're gonna be going to check out some bowling here soon.
I
'cause they got
cannot
some
wait to
good
bowl,
lanes.
dude.
I'm
I
predicting
really
myself to
cannot.
beat Chris's ass by at least 200 points.
I'm whooping your ass.
I'm gonna
They're
tell
gonna
you
get
this right now. You better pack a lunch.
You guys are going to get
I'm
slaughtered.
definitely beating you.
I was Sergeant Arms of the bowling club.
Right now, I got it. Me
Got
first,
shots
Hey,
here.
we are not getting
Jump
shot
second,
at.
Jarrett
so.
third, Chris fourth, Soup fifth.
You think I'm coming in
You're
last?
just god awful and stuff like that.
Come on. I'm actually really good
You're
at
going to
bowling.
gutter ball everything.
Guys, my thing is that I'm good at everything. I'm not bad at one thing.
I got you
besides-
second place.
Besides,
I got that dog in me.
actually, you're not bad at throwing a football.
I'm
He ain't a
decent at everything.
What are you horrible at?
What a lot.
No, come on. Like, what do you-
Basketball.
Basketball, football, soccer, tennis, golf.
It doesn't have to be athletic things. Like, I'm really bad
Math.
I'm bad at singing. Like, I'm really bad
I'm
at math.
bad
too.
singing. I'm not a good singer.
I low-key have a
Cool.
great voice.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You always say I'm
I have
good.
a list.
You always say I'm a
Speech
good
impediment.
singer.
Joe, what are you bad at?
Talking to women.
That's usually
They scare me.
usually
is
a good
hard.
question to
Not,
ask
not
somebody.
talking, I guess, I don't know, relationships.
Yeah, but if you can say what you're bad at, I feel like that's a sign of, like,
Humbleness.
yeah, and I'm good at everything. No, you're not.
Who you calling out here?
You.
Probably.
You.
You or Jarrett.
You say I'm.
You said that word for word.
You say I'm a pretty good singer.
No, you're a great singer. Job has one of the best voices I've ever heard.
Voice of a generation.
Job,
Yeah.
biggest pet peeve.
People chewing with their mouth open.
You being serious?
That
Yeah, it's the
or-
worst.
I feel like you do that.
I
Wait a
don't-
second, there's
I
one you
never
hate.
do that.
Oh, you hate bad breath.
Oh, bad breath. That's
Spitting.
bad.
Spitting is a bad one. I don't
You
like.
told me yours today. Was it people coloring on
Yeah,
you?
I can't. I hate being drawn on.
And I just did it. No, I didn't actually.
No,
do it.
I would have freaked out if it was.
I often get a
That's what I
tattoo, so
say.
I don't want to be colored on.
Yeah, you
I,
want that too.
Mine is when I used to play baseball, when guys would go spit like a fat loogie. I hated that. And then they would just leave it in the dugout looking like a slug.
Like, no, he didn't use dirt
What's
to cover it up or
yours,
anything.
That's a good question, man. I don't know.
I feel like not a lot of things upsets you.
Mostly just you.
Yeah. Besides when.
You know, when people put me in headlocks for no reason. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
that was right deserved.
Escape room.
Escape room.
Yep.
We just took well, first off, thank you to Morgantown Escape Rooms. So we had a great time.
Miss Ariel Robbins, thank you for inviting us and allowing us to come in there and do both of them. Sorry we let you down.
We did.
It wasn't even close, but
Yeah.
we tried.
The first one we were closed.
Yeah,
We were about 10
so
minutes
they
over.
have 2 rooms. One's Excalibur, like King Arthur and that whole thing. And then the other one is called
Time Chasers.
Time Chasers. And it's like time travel, space stuff. It's pretty cool. It's fun. They're really complicated, though. So if you think you can beat us by just getting out of the room, because we need to get out either
Can
way.
you hand me that water, please?
It's tough. It was
can,
definitely tough.
Yeah.
I think you asked earlier where we went wrong.
I want to know where you think we went wrong, because you checked out on the second one.
Well, second one doesn't.
We were all
count.
checked
Second
out.
one, second one doesn't count.
I wanted to.
The first one, I think we fucked. It definitely didn't help that to start out, to anybody that might not understand, we were in the room, we were handcuffed to a chain on a bench, and we had to get ourselves off this bench. I think that took about probably 10 minutes.
So we were on a bench, and there was a riddle on the left side of the bench and a riddle on the right side of the bench.
Yes.
And there was a lock connected to the riddle, and you had to spell the word, whatever the clue was, to the riddle. And somehow,
Some of you got one. We can't spoil.
We won't say what they are, but I thought mine was a different word, which ended up being the word for soup. And then
on the other end of the bench.
And then we got stuff for 15 minutes, 10 minutes on mine.
That's kind of where we messed up. And then the cipher one was honestly everywhere. I don't think we did anything.
If you're
well.
not familiar with what an escape room is, if you live under a rock, an escape room is a room in which you escape, and there's clues in it. They're themed. Like I said, this one was King Arthur, so like there were swords and like medieval knights everywhere.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
It's basically you just kind of have to. There's clues that you got to figure out, like decipher a bunch of different, like, I don't know, riddles and all these things, puzzles. It's honestly very challenging. Like, it genuinely is tough.
Well, by the end of it, right now my brain is working on about 8% power, so
Yeah.
I'm like trying to keep up.
I'll be honest, I usually have energy for everything. It wiped me.
Oh yeah, no, it was
The
exhausting.
second one I was trained.
It was exhausting.
Trained.
You did a good job, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was a little nervous. I didn't think I'd be smart enough.
I'll be honest with you, me and you, we needed to do more. Top 3 was Job, Hannah, Jarrett. Me and you struggled.
Hannah did really well in
I'm more of a
the
physical guy.
second one.
Yeah,
Good to see you guys.
Hey, Cal.
You too, man. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming.
Take care.
Kyle, good to see you, man.
Good luck.
I can reach
Hey, when you fight again in August, after you win, you're going to shotgun a Pine Room Lager.
That's what we were just talking about.
Perfect.
Hey.
Perfect idea.
Sounds
Perfect.
good, man.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
What do you got? This Rough and Rowdy screwed up.
Why's that?
It's week 1 of football season. Shut up.
Oh man, that's bad.
That is bad planning.
Football.
right.
I have to like put on a polo and like try to coach kids. I don't know. They're not gonna miss him. It's basically what I have to miss is what I'm saying.
Hey.
It sucks, but-
Yeah, it'll be good, though. Good to see
All right,
you
guys.
Good for me not to be there.
Yeah, no.
See you guys.
I'll have to edit.
So,
What did we just say?
let him go.
Hey. Oh, fuck you, Soup, for saying I'm one of the worst ones in there.
You weren't. Me and you were on the same.
I did all the physical work, okay? You know what I did? I found the keys. I opened the boxes. I did all the locks.
Dude,
You
I'll
clearly couldn't
even
handle
say
the locks. We had
that
the
you
color
did
lock-
better than
the
me.
color
I'm just
lock-
saying we were the two
Let me talk.
worst.
The color lock at the end, horrible by all 3 of you.
Well, hold on.
You guys
I wasn't a
You
part
guys
of
are
it.
colorblind. I get
I
it.
wasn't a
But
part
Soup
of it. Though.
isn't. Soup had no excuse
Dude,
to mess it up.
You did a good job. I'm just saying
Thank
we
you.
were the worst.
You were by far the worst.
Okay, I'll take that, but you weren't too better than me.
I'd say I'm second because I didn't check
Second
out.
to what?
I didn't check out. That's all I'm saying.
You both checked out at the end.
Yeah, I was done.
I was
Well, I was
locked in.
honestly concerned that we weren't going to get here in time.
You know what
I really
was
was.
concerned about? making sure we succeeded.
That's what I was
Well, me
concerned
too. I
about.
wanted to win, but they
Well, I
did a
also
better
was
job.
feeling
And I
it.
know
awful.
Hannah wanted to win. I know for sure she wanted to get out of here.
Well, anyway.
But we
Speaking
died.
of
We
that-
died in both.
Yeah, anyway.
Should we make one at home? You were
I
talking
think
about
we
it.
should absolutely do one at home. I think it would do really
we
well.
do one in the Pine Room, it'd be great.
You could do a really good escape room somewhere.
gotta-
They're not that complicated. Like as far as being set up, the puzzles are nuts, but like the actual setup of them is not like super complex. It's fun though. If you've not done an escape room, try to find one near you.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know
think
if
of
they
the
have any in
nearest
Wheeling.
one to
probably
us,
St.
probably.
Clairsville or something.
Yeah, I think there's one in probably Washington, PA. I think something we should do is make a paintball course.
We tried to do that when we were
Get
little.
lit up in paintball.
We tried to make an
I
airsoft.
have so much
Why
better than
can't we
you
be
at
on the same team for
paintball.
anything?
That's not how this works between you and I.
1v1
never has.
paintball. Can we make
I
that
would
a
slaughter
video?
you.
1v1, like you two against each other.
And in the where's the one paintball place we've been to that has the inflatables?
Urban assault.
Yeah.
Open assault.
1v1.
You guys would end up fighting each other. So
Yeah, it
One-v-one.
wouldn't end up. It would
Yeah.
not be good.
1v1. I really
Jake,
would beat
put some
you.
respect.
But what's-
I'm way
I know,
better
Cooley,
than
yeah, Cooley would probably win because he has a little bit more experience.
I got that
feel
Call
like.
of Duty knowledge.
Yeah, how many times you been paintballing?
Probably twice.
How many times you gone?
Like 10.
Yeah,
I'm
so there's a
dogging.
little bit.
Just based off of experience.
Paintball's terrifying. I remember last time I played paintball, I was horrified.
It is. It's. You better wear some hoodies and some
I
sweatpants.
just saw. I'll say Jarrett and I are some of the coldest paintball players.
Yeah, I
ever.
do. I gotta say, I'm
No,
pretty
they
good
when,
at paintball.
when they're on a team, they're pretty tough to beat.
I do like me some paintball because I've kind of learned it. It hurts, but like you gotta just like not care.
Yeah, but you have to be the one. Like you're either gonna get shot or you're shooting someone.
And
with
I'm
paintball.
shooting somebody.
Yeah.
AKA you.
Well, I hope.
I remember when we used to play airsoft in the backyard.
How dominant.
If you don't know what airsoft is, it's like BB guns, but with little pellets, like little
Plastic, correct?
plastic BBs. They hurt, but they're not going to go into your skin. And I'll never forget Nick, who's been on here a couple times. We made the rule was like don't shoot for the head, like leave the head out of it because we only had like goggles. We didn't have full face mask. And I remember he said don't shoot for the head, and I agree. I think I actually came up with the rule. So I remember I came up the hill and I leveled my gun at him, and he's at the top of the hill, and I shot towards his leg, but the way that it went with the hill and it hit him right in the lip, and he got so mad. And then when
Did it like bubble up? Like,
I don't
with
remember,
swell?
I don't remember, but I know
it
he was pissed.
He was really. He was
But
not
then-
happy.
We used to have a tree house. We just burned it like two years ago, and we had bunk beds in the tree house, and Nick and I were like cramped in the top bunk trying to hide from these guys, and they're just sticking their guns in the window like firing it all. And Nick goes, all of a sudden I'm laying there and I hear, and Nick's right next to me. He goes, guys, stop, I'm bleeding. There's blood everywhere. And he came outside and he was holding his finger, and it was like a little itty bitty cut on his finger.
What it hit like right on his fingernail, so it actually did kind of like split his fingernail. and
He had a trail of blood down his finger.
Stop!
I know what the first thing he did was?
He went, yeah.
He checked to see if he could control an Xbox controller.
Yeah,
He went,
yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm
I'm
good.
good.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right because that.
What just happened?
We're not in Morgantown anymore.
Oh, wow.
Back in the studio.
It's Sunday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning.
And Jub's pissed at us that we made him wake up.
We are here in the studios, in the Pine Room studios in the Watchdog building. My brain is still trying to catch up to what I have to do right now. We had a great weekend at KEGLER'S. We had actually a long ass day. We went to like you heard us talking about. We were in the escape room, and then we went to KEGLER'S, and then we went to go bowling, and all of that was in the span of probably 9-10 hours.
Yeah.
It was a long day.
Yeah, really
It was a long day.
day.
We couldn't finish up the podcast at KEGLER'S. We had just had some.
I was mentally drained.
Well,
Yeah, it just
when you record in public, you either have to do it before everybody gets there or after everybody leaves. Because when you're there and people were there and run about, they want to talk to you, and you can't be rude enough to just say, "Hey, you gotta."
Life of a celebrity.
Yeah, it really. Well, it's tough because we had the lav mics on and we didn't have headphones, so it kind of just looked like we were talking. I don't think people really kind of comprehended what we were doing.
Yeah.
Jub, you want to tell him who won in bowling?
Jarrett came in third.
No,
What was the highest you guys
won the
bowled? What's
first
the whole
game.
highest you guys bowled? Because you were on the lane next of Chris, Dicey, and I.
Well, I got finished with 112 the second game.
I bowled a 101 the first game.
Dude,
We lost. Well, I would have won the second game.
That's what
But
it
it
did.
shut off.
But it shut off after Cooley had bowled, so he had a whole frame ahead of me, and then
should've
he
went
won.
quicker.
So he won overall. I came in second. Jarrett came in third, and then Hannah came in fourth.
Hannah was not bad.
No, she got hot at the end.
yeah.
She started to heat up.
Well, she was bad. She was bad.
The funniest thing Coach Dell said was Hannah was telling us for like 4 hours that she took bowling lessons. Liz, let me finish, Jump. She said she took bowling lessons for like, I don't know, 3 years. And the way she was talking about it, I was like, okay, she's definitely good. Like, she can definitely roll a 150 to 200.
Like recent bowling lessons.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, she's good. She rolls for the first 3 or 4 ones straight gutter shots, or a couple. She knocks down a couple pins. After like the 4th or 5th roll, Coach Dell starts laughing. He says, "Wow, her parents should have spent money on cigarettes instead."
She said, she turned around and said, "I was 8."
We're like, Hannah, we thought you just took them like a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
She was throwing it like a discus.
We had a lot of fun. She rolled a couple strikes. That was fun.
Were you guys? I usually have energy every single day, every hour. For some reason, the escape room took it out of me. I don't know why though, because I use like my brain energy all the time. But something about that escape room just drained me.
Usually, I'm firing on like a 50% capacity at all times, and then sometimes I'll bump up, and then sometimes I'm much lower. Yesterday, I was like at a 2%. After that escape room,
It was bad. About halfway through, and you guys, we were talking about it. I was done. I was absolutely done. Well, and I really was starting to worry that we weren't going to get out of there in time to get to KEGLER'S, because I know how my dad is. My dad,
I know.
Where are you guys at? Fuck, we got people here. There's shit going on.
Yeah, well, we didn't get, like I think we mentioned it before we got here. We didn't get out of either of the escape rooms, but we failed both times. It doesn't help that we're also trying to record, so like we got 2 people that aren't helping that are just recording. So it's kind of we kind of get handcuffed like that.
Hey, what cruise? When they hear this, you guys will be on a cruise. What company? What cruise line is it?
Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
What are the other ones?
You got like Carnival. I forget what
Norwegian, right?
Norwegian, yeah.
God bless
Carnival, Norwegian.
Yeah.
Carnival's like they always say Carnival's like poor cruise.
No, Carnival.
I don't know about that.
Carnival's like the Walmart brand, I think. Of
Is it?
cruises.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I just think Royal Caribbean's like top tier.
Which ones
but-
have
Royal Caribbean's Apple and
What, Carnival's Android?
Yeah.
Well, then what's Norwegian?
that's like
Boost Mobile.
Motorola
Tell me
Razr.
this.
Actually, I don't know. Norwegian might be
Which
nice.
one-
I don't know.
Which one has the go-karts on the top of the...
I think
It ain't
there's
fucking
some-
Royal Caribbean.
But I'll tell you this much: there ain't no way I'm doing go karts on top of.
I
cruise
am.
ship.
You know how fun that would be if you made a left turn and just ended up in the middle of the ocean?
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
fun. That'd be a
Oh,
blast.
guys,
You'd be
that
alright.
like that
Would-
that just makes
No,
me
you
like
wouldn't.
Yes, you
wanna be
would.
sick.
It'd just be like a big jump off a...
So,
like,
those things, that's like 100 feet in the air.
It'd be like hitting. It would just be like hitting concrete.
Yeah, so you,
All right, so it wouldn't be
so
fun.
you land head
But
first.
what if you got to do this on a cruise? What if you got on one of those big go-kart tracks on the top of the cruise ship? You made a left turn, and when you're flying off the top of the cruise ship, you could like deploy a parachute.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That'd be
way.
awesome.
It'd be like
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
One time I was playing basketball on a cruise, and all I could think about was, what if the boat went down on a wave, like as soon as I jumped, and I could just dunk all the way from like the top.
One time, we were on one of those banana boats in Florida, and Nick, I've never seen anything like it. We hit a wave, and Nick had like, I was laying on top of Nick, because if you've ever been on a banana boat, do you remember this?
Oh, wait, you were there for this. I was describing this the other day like you weren't there.
Yeah, I was there, and I was laying on top of Nick down in the middle of that thing, and we hit a wave, and Nick with one hand shoved me. But the wave, when we hit the wave, I was weightless. Like, I didn't weigh anything. So Nick with one hand, he was like Hulk. He threw me. I went flying back on the...
I remember that. I forgot you were there for that. That was fun.
That was a good trip.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was
good
when we
trip.
did our little dance line on the beach. We hit the one.
Yeah, that's
it was.
right.
Yeah, it was.
That's right. And we
Wasn't
played-
that the banana boat with the thing in the middle? And Nick looked like
Yeah, it was like a
Nick
double.
looked like a little baby.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a double banana.
Yeah.
Little baby.
He was a little baby in the middle.
Well, one time we were in Florida at Cooley's house in Tierra Verde when we were playing baseball down there, and you guys went to pick up the jet skis at the marina, and I'm doing homework, like summer work, and you guys are on the jet skis.
Me and Nick.
Nick texts me. He says, I'm out back. I thought he was in a car. So I needed to pick something up from him, so I walked outside in just my underwear. Like, no shoes, no socks, nothing. I need to pick something up. And Nick's not out there, but he's in the little, what do you call that body of water?
The canal.
The canal. He's in the canal on the jet ski. He's like, hey, let's go. I thought we were going to drive up and down the canal. So now I go get on the jet ski with Nick. I'm just in my underwear, no life vest. I'm hanging on for dear life while he's driving that thing out in the middle of the ocean.
I know. Now that I think about that was
It was really stupid.
so dumb.
And what made it worse is it was like about to rain, so the waves were just massive. And I remember looking back and like this big wave went over Soup and Nick, and I turned around and I couldn't see them, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're dead." And I turned around, Soup's in the water, the jet skis flip, Nick's in the water.
But Nick,
he has no life vest on.
If Nick's the pilot, that's
he's the most dangerous jet ski driver I've ever seen.
Why does he do that? He just whips the
Because
thing.
he doesn't pay attention. Nick's just gonna go full speed and go wherever he wants to go.
Are you guys going to do any excursions during the week of the cruise?
The only one that I know for sure that we're doing, and because I haven't really paid much attention, is the pigs.
Yeah, so we have two land days. The first day is it's like a little island with pigs and pools and stuff like that. It's like a drinking day on some kind of island with pigs.
I think that's the.
Do you know what that's called? I want to look that up.
Just swimming with pigs.
Yeah.
And what country is that in?
The Bahamas.
Yeah. And then the second day is just a beach day.
Yeah. Oh, I did know
Probably
that.
jet skis or banana boat or something like that.
Yeah, so we're not going to go... well, I think you always said you wanted to go skydiving.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
What the? This is the pig that... Look at that guy. He's just hanging out in the water.
Yeah, they're big. They bite.
Rodney's really scared of us to go do that because he thinks that's just live bait for sharks.
Oh.
The pigs?
Yeah, because they're all in the water.
I mean, we're not like deep though. I've seen videos. I think
that's fresh.
I think it's gonna be hilarious.
That looks like it's fresh water.
I think
There's
it's
not gonna be sharks in there.
I think it's.
I don't think it's fresh water. Hey, why?
Why would the pigs be hanging out in the salt water?
Because they like to swim.
They just live there. I mean,
wait a second. Those pigs, you guys will definitely be doing this in fresh water.
No.
It's on the beach.
It's on the coast.
There's no way. Where are the pigs drinking their water from then?
Probably that's like saying, well, why do we swim in the water? Where are we getting our water from? Somewhere else.
But these pigs are living in a habitat where they can drink something.
Maybe there's a lake nearby.
On the beach?
in on the land.
It's fresh water. Text me when you guys go and do it.
It is salt water.
Not salt. There's no way it's fresh water. It's right out on the coast.
All right, you just text me when you get there and let me know. Will you guys have service? Will I be able to text you guys?
Yep. We have Wi-Fi and all that.
We're not going off grid.
Yeah, I remember when we first went on cruises, Nick was like, I gotta get the Wi-Fi. Because like when he was younger, he was he's still addicted to his phone, but he was really real dependent on that phone. He needed the Wi-Fi.
Well, he said yesterday I forget where we were at. He goes, I don't even know why he said this. He said, shit, I'm about to just buy the Wi-Fi right now. Like, bro, we're in Wheeling.
Doesn't he have cell phone service like data?
Yeah, and I don't. We're
it costs
definitely
money
gonna
to text.
Yeah, like international, I guess.
Okay.
But I mean, we're not going to be that international, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, he said I'm just going to buy the Wi-Fi right now. But I was like, no, I don't even think you have to buy it, do you?
No, you do. When you get on a boat, yeah.
No, I didn't think you had to.
I saw a sick video yesterday of go-karts, but they're in the water. I forget what they called it.
Jet skis?
Well, yeah, but
Boats.
But there was like a course. Like they looked way slower than jet skis, probably the speed of a go-kart. Like those jet skis go 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. These
Jesus Christ, no, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Not the ones we ride.
You've been on one that goes 75 before.
No,
I've seen
shot.
you. Yes,
75?
you have.
75 is quick.
75 is quick.
If I fell off that, I'd break my neck.
Wait a
That's
second.
quick.
How fast do the ones go that you had
Probably
in
like
Florida?
40.
No, you're wrong. Sorry.
You think
Yeah.
you're going 75?
Yes,
Yes. You've lost your mind.
But 75, that's
so
like interstate.
We'd
Jet
be
skis
dead.
can go pretty fast, usually 40 to 70 miles per hour, depending on
Okay,
how
so
cold the
I
water
was
You
is.
said
wrong.
75, 80.
I was wrong. I said
80.
70. I said 70 to 90.
90. Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
fast, man.
You got
Sorry,
90?
I was
You
I
would
was
skip
wrong.
across
I
the
was
rock like a stone.
I was wrong.
I think we went. The first time I ever went jet skiing was in Haiti, and I almost didn't go.
Was that the dark water.
That
one.
was when we were going around
Yeah,
the
and the
island. And
water
those
was,
people
like,
came
black.
out. It literally was like King Kong. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
looking at the island, like Skull Island. It was horrifying.
Oh, man. The coolest thing I've heard you guys do is the 4-wheelers.
The ATVs.
Dude,
And
that would be
Alaska,
that
that
would
was
be
awesome.
So fun.
I didn't drive.
That
all
I
was
would love.
super
I
cool.
love that type of stuff.
I was
I'd
whipping
love,
them things.
that looks like Battleship, the game.
Yeah, well, anybody not? We one time
What
went
a
to
great
Alaska.
thing to watch before a cruise.
Shipwrecks.
Boat
Yeah.
disasters.
Boat disaster.
I don't know why I put that.
I-
It was on the recommended, but yeah, we for anybody that doesn't like understand, we were just talking about it. We went to Alaska 4 years ago, I think.
3 years ago. 4 years ago.
19.
Damn, it's been
19.
that long.
Yeah, we went to Alaska and we got to we were on we were on a fjord, weren't we?
Yeah.
Weren't we in a fjord? And we got to drive some ATVs around like side by sides. It was really really cool.
It was freezing though, covered in mud. Oh, that boat says Yogi on it.
Yeah, and then it was like, well, it wasn't super cold, but it was like it was compared like compared.
It was in the summer. For
Do you,
sure.
do you remember the boat ride over?
It was miserable.
It was the worst boat ride.
Well, I was like the rain
It was
hitting
like
you.
it was
windy.
like 35 minutes, and it was just like on a boat where you just smacked.
Oh,
it was
it's
shoulder to
worse.
shoulder with like 50 people on that boat.
He's trying to sleep. He was
My
trying to
head's like
sleep.
bouncing and bouncing.
I'm pretty sure that our tour guide was just stoned out of his mind. He was asleep.
But we weren't out in the elements. We were inside, which was nice. But I just remember that I could still feel my feet once I got off. It was like we were
walked
still
off
going.
that boat with scoliosis. My
I was
neck.
like, where the hell?
destroyed.
It's like an hour boat ride. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah,
Where are we
that-
going?
Then we went ATVing, and we saw a glacier and like the ice melt from a glacier, and the glacier sits right where a river starts. So the glacier starts the river. It's nuts
Wow.
how much melt comes off this glacier. So there's just a glacier, and then a river spawns out of the bottom out of it and just flows
Wow.
into the. Into
That's
the
And
really
it's like
cool.
it's hard.
There's
Like, it's a flowing river. Like
there's
this
a,
thing is going
a really
quick.
cool. There's a really cool spot in the ocean. I have a picture of him with his thumbs up, and there's a spot right where the salt water meets the glacier melt, and it looks like the ocean is like two different oceans.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like meeting
That-
each
yeah.
other. It's really neat.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Did you do the 4-wheelers that one cruise? I can't remember if you
No,
did.
we weren't
No,
there.
we weren't there.
You guys went on that one
Nuh-uh.
when we went for like through like the city.
No,
and
we
all?
weren't there
Oh,
for that
That was
You-
probably sick.
You would have been a full blown mess because we're 4-wheeling down the streets like in between cars and like through mountains. And these
What country was that in?
Dude, I have no idea.
Was it Jamaica?
But I think it might have been like Haiti or something. But we're like, these tour guides were nuts. Like one-legged, standing on the 4-wheelers, drove in between a bus, like pushing off the bus to move to the right, and it was just insane. You would have had a panic
I just
attack.
don't like rules that are open to the fact that I could break them and die, or I could just break them and like ruin a 4-wheeler. I get terrified of breaking the rules.
How about this rule with a tour guide? We're in Costa Rica on jet skis. The whole time they're telling us not to go fast. The whole time, like we go to see this beautiful mountain. Hey, slow down. Go see another beautiful island. Slow down. We go back in this little canal, like where there's alligators living. Like you're really close to them, and Sammy's jet ski gets stuck. Like it won't back up. And like the one tour guide looks at the other tour guide, they start speaking Spanish to each other, and they're like, they look at us, they say, "It's okay to go fast now." they zoom out of that canal because
Yeah, you're
they
so
see
excited.
they see one of the baby gators and they don't see the mom, and we're way too close to the baby, and they're like, we do not need to be messing around with that one, and they zoom out of that canal as fast
That's
as they
like
could.
a movie.
Yeah,
It's okay to go now.
You remember that Barracuda?
Oh yeah, you had your necklace on.
Yeah, that's like the one thing they say is if you wear like a chain.
Yeah, because it's bright under the water.
It like shines, and the Barracudas were attacked. Yeah,
Was it you and I that were next to each other?
yeah. I think you tapped me.
And I went.
Well, explain what.
So we were snorkeling, I think.
Yeah, snorkeling.
Yeah,
We were
snorkeling and
out in the water, and it was a
I
horrifically
think we were-
cold day in Puerto Rico.
The
Yeah,
water's
Puerto Rico,
dirty,
that's
so you
where we
can't
were.
see
It
shit.
was cold, and we played I think we played volleyball.
Yeah, we did. That was
Beach.
fucking cool.
And
With those like local people, that was awesome.
And then we went out in the water, and it was like real murky and cold, and it was not like if you think of snorkeling in the
like
the
bright,
islands,
like you
white
could see.
colored.
oh, you think beautiful warm water.
well, in the first two, we had to walk. We had to
Yeah.
walk like.
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah.
we had to walk like probably half a mile to the actual beach, and and some people put the flips on already, and they're like
Yeah.
walking like a duck. Yeah.
Well, no. Then people. So then they said, well, last week they had really bad storms, and that's why the water was cloudy or something like that. So I mean, you got in the water and it looked like you were in like by Alcatraz. It was like just cold, dark water.
Was it muddy?
It was murky. It was like there's silt in the
sand
water.
kicked up.
Dark, or just?
I mean, like if you got deep, it was like Ohio
It's gonna
River.
sound gross, but it was like brown.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was brown. And so you can't really see, like you can see maybe 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I'm just swimming, looking down at the wall, like at the ground, because there was all to look at. It was just the ground.
Yeah.
'Cause you couldn't see in front of you. And I look up, and there's this gigantic eye of this barracuda, like 4 feet in front of me.
Stop it.
And I hit him, and I'm going, and it's like
Was
right
it
there.
staring at you, or did it swim past you?
Because it's on its like side of its head, so it's swimming past us, but it's just like sitting right in front of us, looking at me. And all I can think is like, "Oh shit, I got my chains on," and we're both freaking out.
I never saw it.
Yeah,
and I was like near you guys. I never even saw it.
It was
That's
huge.
all. Are they dangerous? Will
Yeah.
they attack?
Well,
Have you
I-
seen what they look like?
They're
Their teeth
terrifying.
are massive. They're super long.
I don't think
man.
I don't think they usually attack people, but I could be
I
wrong.
bet they could.
Yeah, I picked up that sea urchin. You guys wouldn't pick it up.
What's the thing, Cooley, that Earl says he holds the record for? When we were
Oh, what
the-
are those things? Whenever we went to St. Pete,
the sea dollars.
the sea dollars. He would just drop
sand
down.
dollars.
Sand dollars.
Yeah, he would drop down and come up with literally 10 of them in his hand.
He says he holds the record for the most ever found.
Wow.
He's
Nice
like
job,
a little kid
Earl.
out there.
Hey, so tell me, I've never been on a cruise. What's the food to be expected? Like, say you get hungry is there certain time slots where there's nice meals and then a buffet 24/7?
Yeah, so like
That's literally it.
yeah, it's
No, it's exactly. You're
just
exactly
nailed
right.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, and there's like places where you can get pizza like
And like
around
little
the clock.
sandwich stores and stuff.
Yeah,
like
like there's always something
Yeah.
up. The pizza,
Like-
the pizza after,
that. The way I would describe it is like a 24/7 mall.
basically, yeah.
And you, like, so I people say there's different packages. Like, is there a package that you guys have where it's just you have a wristband on and you just go and get whatever? you
No,
want?
I think you use the C pass, right? You use the card.
Yeah, here.
We call it
Yeah.
the CPIS, but it's a little like it's like a room key.
Yeah.
And you just swipe it and it keeps track of
Yeah, and
everything.
it's like fuck was that?
You get like a drink package or like there's like the fancy restaurants you pay for ahead of time, and you can literally order as much food as you want. So like if you want 15 shrimp cocktails,
Yeah.
you get 15.
What food are you guys looking forward to that you don't normally eat around here? That's going to be on the cruise that you're like, I know I'm going to get this as a good meal.
Well, they normally mix it up a little bit.
They always have
But-
really, really good desserts.
Oh.
The desserts are super good.
Like every day they have like 4 meals that are the same every day, but then they have like 3 different specials that
Yeah.
they switch up every day.
Yeah, so like if you want chicken breast, you can get that every day.
What about drinks? Like, what do the drinks options look like?
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much every like they have like domestic beers and,
Yeah.
and like your normal like tropical.
Oh, that's cool.
drinks
So
and
if
stuff.
you're watching this, I have a card here. This is the C.
Wait,
pass.
Good thing you didn't hold up
This
your
was
debit card.
from, it doesn't have the date on here, but
Which boat?
Ovation of the Seas. That was
I think
before
that's-
the Alaska.
Like
that
I said,
was
that
before
might be
Alaska.
old.
This is really old. But you this thing scans, so like it has this little logo right here. It's like
Yeah.
a little scanner. What was cool, which we didn't utilize near enough. There is a robot bar, and you
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard you guys talk about that.
yeah, and you go up to it, and it's got this giant robot arm, and you can punch in on this little monitor.
And it
what
makes
you
the drink
want.
for you, yeah.
You can do ratios to whatever you want. You can do 100% vodka, and it'll
Wow.
be a cup of vodka, and the little arm goes
That's
around
disgusting.
and gets all the different things. But one thing I wanted to do on this, which just to give us something to do instead of ramble for an hour.
This is going to be hilarious.
I've seen this done by people on YouTube, and I don't know whether it's, or not YouTube, but TikTok. I don't know whether it's like a fad or like something a lot of people do or just this channel did. So if it is, I don't want to take credit for this, but we'll put it in the description that we don't take credit of it. I saw the Yogscast do this, but theirs was like what a little Victorian child would make their head explode. So I want to do 5 things you guys think would make a caveman's head explode.
I only wrote down one that made me laugh, and I know that's when things are funny, like when I make myself laugh. So, but the other 4 are kind of stupid. But go ahead, Jub.
I'll let.
I only have 3 right now because I couldn't think of 2 more. I think
Let's do 3 each.
All right.
Okay, I like
Job,
that
you
better.
do your 5.
All right. Now I'll do. Well, do you want me to list them, or do you want to go one and then around, and then we'll come back?
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
All right. I did the sound of a weed whacker.
They would probably think it's some crazy animal.
I'm thinking like explosive shit. You're thinking,
No, not like a literal.
Like literally make their
yeah, like literally make their head explode. I'm good.
Weed whacker.
Like my list,
Oh my god.
like in my first thing on my list was grenade.
No, it's
my
like
God.
figuratively, like wow, that's like
what would make their head explode? A jet engine.
yeah, grenade, cannonball.
Yeah, that C4, Mentos, and
No,
Diet Coke.
yeah. This is like more of like
dude.
futuristic stuff that they
Yes,
were like.
that's what I, Job, I knew what you meant.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well, you know who's talking about this?
Yeah,
Dude,
all right.
no, a weed whacker though. You know what they would? They
The
would
sound-
freak out
They would
when they heard that.
They literally have no idea. All right, go ahead.
Do you want to do all 5, or you think? it would
Yeah,
be
let's
better?
do 5.
Okay.
Well, as many,
Do
as
you want
many
me
as we
to?
can.
Do you want me to do mine?
No, I'll do mine.
Okay,
We'll
go
go all
Jared.
through.
We'll go
I-
around. Are we gonna
I-
skip Cooley?
I said a beefy 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell.
What would they think it is? Like a dinosaur egg? They would. See
I don't
it
think
do-
they would like it. I don't think
They
they
wouldn't
would.
eat it.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
no
think
way
They
would
would
eat it.
die probably.
Why?
I mean,
I
can
don't
you imagine if they ate
I don't
that?
think
It
they-
probably
Yeah,
would just,
their
they
immune-
actually
yeah,
would.
their body would.
It would
Probably,
That's
ju-
why the obscure knowledge I know. The reason we have gallbladders is because our stomachs. We used to eat more meat, and it would the gallbladder.
that's all they knew.
It produces. Sammy's probably going to correct me on this, or whoever's a nurse that listens to this, or a doctor. Your gallbladder produces a thing called. It's like some kind of bile or something, like excess bile, so
to
that
protect your stomach.
your stomach can break down like
Yeah.
hard meats and grasses
Yeah.
and stuff. There you go.
Oh, dude, that's a good one,
All
Jared.
right, cool. So you got one? Do you want to go to soup?
All right, give
All right,
soup.
go to soup.
All right, I said food delivery and drive-throughs.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
yeah, food delivery. Did they have food delivery back then?
In dinosaur time.
As in, like if something came to them and just died,
Is that food delivery?
you could say it is.
What if like you send out some guy to pick up a deer or something?
Yeah, that's food delivery.
All right.
No, but if they had a
maybe like a Tesla or something.
That's a big explode.
I mean, a self-driving car.
I think
A
just
car in general.
I think bicycles would make them
Yeah.
freak out.
Well, like those boats out in downtown Wheeling, like the scooters.
I put the smell of any smell of a Yankee candle.
Oh man, what do you think they would think that is? Probably like some.
I think they're like facial.
I think their nostrils are
Just
just
burn up.
blow up.
Yeah.
burn up.
They've only smelled shit their whole life.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no showers.
When did my thing though is like when did we stop being cavemen? Like when did it get like? No,
Well,
what I mean?
it was like Homo.
When they
It was,
invented the wheel.
it was not. It wasn't Homo erectus. It was Homo sapien. I think that was like that was caveman-ish, and then we were Neanderthals, and then we split off from them. 10,000, maybe. No, not that one. That's way too short. I don't know. Citation needed. Go
Jarrett,
ahead,
give me another one.
I said a Hennessy shot.
Wait, did they drink alcohol back then?
Probably not. I don't know when alcohol was invented, but I mean, Hennessy would make their throat like their throat
No,
would dissolve.
you know what else would make their throat dissolve? A McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah.
They'd be a
Oh
mess.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, cool. You got one?
Virtual reality.
Yeah.
Oh, I had that, Cools.
They would-
I had that on my. If they put that on their face, they'd freak
A little
out.
question.
I think you could get people from the 40s.
Yeah,
to freak
yeah.
out from that.
Maybe 2000s.
Yeah.
My
Cool.
next one is something that cavemen's head would explode. I put math.
Oh, I guess.
Like if you like
You
explain
gave
it
him
up.
like arithmetic, like
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
yeah, the Pythagorean theorem.
I don't think they could even. I don't think it really could even comprehend.
Cooley just looked over at my list and isn't happy with one of them.
We talked about fast food. I said a warm McGriddle. I think that would be that.
A warm McGriddle.
Yeah,
I think they'd fall in
McGriddle.
love.
I originally thought a Big Mac, but then I changed it to beefy 5-layer burrito.
All right. Go ahead.
I put Madison beer.
Why?
Can you
Here's what
imagine
he
if they
does.
saw?
This is what you do a lot. You have somebody in your mind, and then like in the game.
Oh, dude, that's
but like,
funny.
can you
How
imagine?
do you know a caveman woman is not?
Can you? I mean,
What if there's a little Madison Beer caveman woman?
can you imagine if they saw? If anybody doesn't know, Madison Beer is probably the most attractive woman on the planet.
She isn't gonna see this.
I really don't know who Madison Beer is. Though.
Yeah, but I'm just.
What?
I'm just
What movie
saying.
is she in?
You know
She's
she
a
is.
TikTok star.
She makes
Oh.
music.
Oh, I thought she was the actress
From not Orange Theory.
No,
from
no. Outer Banks.
Outer Banks. Me too.
no, that's
that's
Madeline
Madeline
Klein.
Klein, yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
You
Madeline
saying that
Klein.
she's not going to see this is hilarious. I'm looking her up right now though.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
does she do? What
She
do I
makes
know
music.
a song?
She's no, you wouldn't. Her songs aren't very.
She's irrelevant.
Oh,
But I was just saying, can you imagine if a caveman saw her though? I don't think.
Oh, Jarrett, you guys would be a great couple.
I know
Wait,
exactly.
wait, if she, what do
But
you
I'm just
mean-
saying, if a caveman saw her, I think his head would literally ignite.
I think you're selling cave people short. I think they're very.
They didn't have
attractive.
beards.
They had a
The
couple of
women didn't have
baddies back
beards.
then.
I don't
Email
know.
without a beard.
I don't know.
Oh
I
man.
don't
You don't
know.
think they did?
No, I don't know. They're not like.
Would they shave it with a rock?
Yeah, I wonder when people did stop having beards. Well, some people had alopecia back then.
They
had
haven't
to.
stopped.
Like one in every 1,000 people. When did shaving get invented? Let's see.
When was shaving invented?
Shaving was invented 100,000 years ago by Stone Age men.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice. So they were shaving
Wonder-
their beards.
Yeah.
Think they shaved their legs?
No, there's only a certain extent. What do you have?
A 3D movie.
I think a movie in general would also do it, but yeah.
The Flintstones.
Yeah.
Holy hell! Can you imagine you threw some 3D glasses on them and said, "Hey, go look at this screen"?
Their eyes would explode.
Alright.
My next one is twins.
Twins.
You don't think that
Oh,
was...
They didn't
these
have
two-
twins back then.
I think they all looked alike
What
back then.
basis do you have that on?
I don't know, but I don't think they had twins back then. You hear anything of it? Look up the first reported twins, Jub.
They didn't report anything back then.
Yeah, they did. They wrote stuff all over the walls.
How bored do you think they were back then?
No, they woke
You
up
think they
every
were-
day and had to live. I
Yeah,
mean,
you don't think they were smart enough to be bored?
No, I think they were smart, but I'm saying they had to wake up and find food every day. They didn't have time to be bored.
So I looked this up, and it said the first well-known case of twin... Oh, no, that's conjoined twins. Never mind.
Have twins always
The
been around?
earliest record of human twins was 7,700 years ago.
So maybe
a
I
little
should know
after
this, but
Stone
I don't
Age.
know anything about like twins being reported like biblical wise, like in the Bible.
Well, yeah. The two ones that killed each other by the river.
They were brothers, weren't they?
I thought they were twins.
You might be right. I should know this, but
What was that? What
so
were
it
they
said
called?
7,000 years ago. They said there was twins.
7,700 years ago.
So
Wait,
that's,
what's
that's
the,
after Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel, yeah.
I think they're brothers.
Did Cain kill Abel?
Or Cain and Abel twins.
Which one killed each other? Cain killed Abel or Abel killed Cain? I think Cain killed Abel.
I have no idea.
What the fuck you talking
I'd definitely be Abel.
In the biblical book of Genesis, Cain and Abel are the first two sons of Adam and Eve.
Okay, so they're not.
Yeah, they're just.
How do we know which one's older and younger?
I don't know. How do you two know which one's older and younger? I bet they knew. Whichever first one came out of their mom first.
All right, the next on my list, paintball.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, Jared, go ahead.
I said "Freestyle" by Lil Baby.
Again,
I can't think of anything that's funny.
I think we are going pretty. We all have gone pretty specific. Whereas, like, if you think music in general would blow their mind, you put freestyle on, their ears would melt.
Shout out my label. That's me.
All right,
I
cool.
ran out,
All
dude.
right, Soup.
I put basketball.
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
And then my last one was Big Red Gum.
And my last one was a new bidet.
Oh, jeez. They sit down and
Did you know that those are like that was going to be the future? There's never the toilet paper is not going to be a
like
thing
in
for-
public bathrooms. I think that'd be
Yeah.
disgusting.
That'd be so gross.
Why?
I think it'd be probably
Yeah.
Cleaner than
cleaner. I
everything
think,
else?
right?
I think it would be.
Wouldn't it just like
Spray
spray
everywhere?
shit
Yeah,
everywhere?
maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
That's-
Nick,
I don't know,
Nick,
we'll
I
have
would
to
love
ask
Nick
Nick.
to come in here and talk about this because he is a big proponent of the bidet.
He's gonna be pissed.
My last one I got.
He is. He loves the bidet. He
I got-
always yells at me that we don't have one.
I got Air Jordans.
Shoes.
Oh, that's the last on your list?
Air Jordans.
Do you think they wore shoes? They probably wore little.
Yeah, they
little
wore the
leaf moccasins.
Yeah.
He also had Starbucks on there.
Yeah, but I didn't use that word.
Starbucks would probably, yeah.
I think
agree.
coffee in general would just make them freak out.
Maybe the Swifties would freak him out a little bit.
Yeah.
If talking to Swifties, if you haven't looked at our Instagram, our Saturday pictures that Jarrett does is on our Instagram now. T Swift made an appearance. Her goth phase.
Yeah,
She got booed off of. She got booed off of what's the country concert that used to be around here?
The
Jamboree.
Jamboree in the Hills. She got booed out of there when she was
Really?
younger. Yeah, isn't that
Really?
insane?
Maybe she's not as good
Are
as
you
you
a
guys
Swi-
pretend.
We should. I'm a huge Swiftie.
No, you're not.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
You're a huge Swiftie.
And the other one I love is she wears short skirts.
Yeah,
I
that's a good-
wear
We listened to
He
that
said he's
on,
a huge Swiftie and named
Captain.
the two most popular songs.
Well, there's another one I like. I can't remember. Right? But I'm a
We'll
Swiftie.
die
You're
on
not
it.
a
I'm a
Swiftie.
Swiftie.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
What do
we-
you think about? We talked about this last week when we were on here. What do you think about the Swifties?
I mean, she's just like that's how I picture people were with like
Beatles?
the Beatles and Elvis. I mean, she's got to be the most popular artist right now, right?
Yeah, probably.
I'd say
I
well
think so.
known. Like I'd say like as far as people like knowing who an artist is, if you mention Taylor Swift anyway, they know. who
Yeah,
Taylor
I mean,
Swift is.
she's a legend. Oh
Now,
my-
if you mentioned the baby to somebody, I'm not sure they would know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested in anything else that we do, Jarrett and I are going to be off the radio this week. So if you're listening to this, we have not been on the radio for the past
Be
3 days.
Yeah, 3.
Past 3 episodes. We got this video going on up here that I'm trying to not.
Yeah. Yeah. I put on
Rewind that.
I put on a fail compilation.
Jarrett, what
I
was-
probably shouldn't have done that.
What was the snow one? Why did that guy fall down into the? Yeah, press
Okay,
play.
listen.
I'm
So-
trying
Press
to not. I was trying not to focus on it.
Wait,
Wait, watch this next
We're
one.
watching a fail video,
Watch this
and
next one. What
this
is
guy?
going
This
on?
guy is at an ice fishing hut, and all of a sudden the hut just gets up and
It's
just
gotta be-
flies away.
it's- but it's
while
up in
he's
the air.
he is in the hut. I'm assuming the wind probably took
This
it.
one right here.
And then another guy
And then
jumped.
a guy's on a stack of tires, and he backpedals to step off the tires,
my
and he
gosh.
lands ass first on a jag.
Oh my god!
And he was in the air.
You need to change
This dude's got to hit the gas.
I'll pause this.
We'll
but-
wait
Oh.
Hey, and I was thinking
Oh,
because we
man.
were talking about this. I don't know if it'll be in the first cut of the podcast about when we were in Morgantown, and you said to me and Cooley are coming down and say, "Hey, yeah, you could come stay at Wesley's house. He's got a bed for you."
I wanted to quick. I'll let you guys tell the story, but let me tell my point of view. Shout out a good friend of ours, Wesley Kale.
Yes,
he told
thank
us,
you, Wesley, for
thank you,
letting
yes,
us stay.
He
and he
offered-
honestly
gave us a
didn't,
bed.
he didn't have to do anything.
Is it a thank you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
It's
sheltered
better
us.
than the floor.
He sheltered us.
Wesley told us.
We'll get that.
Is it?
We'll get that.
Wesley told me. I said, hey, I have some other buddies coming down. Like they need a place to stay. He said, yeah, I have an extra room and an extra bed.
Which he did.
Which he did.
He did.
Technically,
He did.
Yes,
he did.
and it made me laugh so hard when I got down there and there was an empty room with nothing. Wesley said, "Yeah, like we're all about to go out and drink." Wesley said, "Yeah, the bed's in the closet." And I
Yeah,
was like,
and usually when you hear, "Hey, bed's in the closet," that's probably not a
I'm
good
thinking
thing.
like, "Oh no."
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay, so you two can take this over with what happened.
Well, yeah. So me and Cooley come down to Morgantown, which we did
Earl was
far,
there, too.
yes, and Earl was there too, which we did far too often. One year it was like almost every other weekend we would go down, and we get to the house and we went out. You know, it was like, and we didn't see where we were staying before. we hadn't seen it, so we just like left our stuff upstairs, and then we ended up going out. Had about 1 million beers, and then when we came back, we're like, all right, well, we're ready to go to bed. So we go into this room, and the room is way smaller than the office.
only a queen size bed.
Yes,
fits in
only
there.
the
You hadn't seen the bed.
we
yet?
hadn't seen the bed. We hadn't seen the room, and
The room is the exact size
It is
of a
the
queen size
exact
bed.
size of this bed. We're like, oh man. And then so we get to bed, we lay the bed down, and it was like a shape puzzle. It just it went down the walls like, and it laid perfectly on, and you can only get the door open like just a little bit. So we are like, oh well. I mean, I guess we got a bed. So, and there's three of us. There's three of us here that on this mattress.
It's also September in Morgantown.
Yeah. So, but so he laid down. No sheets, no pillows, no blankets, nothing. So just this mattress, and then
bare mattress.
A bare mattress. Springs are like in my back.
And the material on mattresses suck.
Yeah. So
we got a picture. We'll
the
flash
picture. And then
we are not putting that picture.
We'll have to blur it.
Oh yeah.
We can.
You gotta blow that one.
Yeah.
Wait, so when we lay down, it was so hot. It was
probably 85 in there.
It was
honestly.
so hot when we laid down. So
it might have been hotter than that.
I would have slept outside.
It was so hot. So we're all in our underwear, laying down, and
shit face.
nothing. Yes, nothing but our underwear, laying down.
I'll never forget.
And it was so hot. But
it's 85.
It was
What do
really
you think?
hot.
It might have been hotter than that.
It was hot, man. So we whipped the window open, and then by probably 4 more hours, it was
probably
30 degrees. It was literally frigid.
September.
So we're in there like shivering. We were fucking burning up, but we ended
We're all
up
just laying there in our boxes and just like sweating
How
all over
many
this
hours of
mattress.
sleep do you think you got?
Like at
3
most
maybe.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad. That was
At
Wait,
one point,
you slept
Jarrett had his
there, too?
hands
I
up
slept
on the wall.
downstairs on a couch.
Oh, okay.
So way better
Lucky
sleeping
bastard.
conditions than them.
yeah.
What'd you say you did?
At one point, Jarrett was just like so hot, he would just you know how he gets. He started to pace around a little bit. He just has his hands up on the wall, just head against it. He's like,
It was
"It's
so hot. It was so fucking hot. I remember I went to Sheetz. I went to Sheetz and got food, and it was so hot that I didn't eat it because I was so miserable.
Yeah.
But we made it through. But thank you to Wesley for letting us stay.
Hey, one more story, Job, and then
Wesley.
this story when Cool's got his ID taken from Sheets.
Oh God, yeah.
We
that was so
I was
we
memorable.
were at
so
Sheets.
mad.
We were at Sheets, and Cool's had a fake ID that he was using to go get drinks. So his birthday was in literally a month, right? You were
Yeah,
20
probably like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, because you were the only one that had one.
Yeah, I was the
that
only
had
one.
that
I
had a
was-
fake
use it
ID.
everywhere.
No. It was November. Your birthday was in 3 months because all of us were about to turn 21. My birthday was a month away. It was November. Anyway,
Yeah, shit, I was
No-
still 19.
November.
No one else was 21 yet.
I'm not gonna argue.
And Cools goes, none of us could get anything to drink. So Cools goes in there. He says, I'll get it. He walks into Sheets. 2 minutes goes by. 3 minutes goes by. 4 minutes. And our buddy Gruber walks in there and goes, something's wrong. Like, I got to go check. Grooves walks in there, sees Cooley in the back of the Sheets, like, manager office. Like, the cops got him. The cops got Cools.
They got him.
And Grooves comes walking out and goes, guys, he's freaking out. Like, he just saw a fight. He's like, they got him.
Yeah, like he was
Who
arrested.
got him? Like, what happened?
Well, yeah. What did you? So instead of going up with like a 12-pack, what did you do?
I grabbed 2 30 racks and I walk up to the register and I just fucking put 2 massive 30 racks down.
Like you were
hand him
you
my
were
ID.
confident, like it was, you done this
Because you
before.
gotta think, I've used it everywhere. I got into the fucking casino with that fake ID.
Yeah.
So I'm confident as ever. And I put those 2 like 30 rack of Coors, 30 rack of Bud Light, and just hand him my money like no other. He's like, ID? I'm like,
Oh, my
I'm
God.
like, here you go, sir. And he just raises his hat. Cop walks over and goes, come with me. I said, for what? He said, underage. I said, I'm not underage. I got my ID. He's like, are you going to make this hard or not? And I was like, all right. Just walked out.
I wonder how he knew it was fake.
I don't know.
I have no idea because it's scanned everywhere.
Yeah.
I think he's called my bluff, and I just wasn't brave enough to tell a cop to fuck off. But
I got a story.
And then what happened?
he took me outside, and he was like, hey, if you pay this $400 fine or something like that. And I was like, you'll be fine. Like, there'll be nothing against you. I was like, okay, I'll pay it. Paid it all. I get a letter in the mail like a month later saying, yeah, your license has been suspended for 90 days.
I do remember that.
And Jarrett would have to drive me to practice,
Yep.
to class.
I remember that.
I was so mad.
One of Earl's buddies from Ohio State got a fake ID. He said he studied it for 3 months. So he knew everything on it so he would never get in trouble. He was 18 at the time, knew the address, knew what zip code it was from, knew all the high schools around wherever the fake ID was from. So any questions that, because he was from Canton and the fake ID is now like somewhere from Columbus, whatever. Says he studied it. Finally, like freshman year, they're going out to the bars. Hands the bouncer the ID. First question, how old are you? 18.
Got it, Rev.
Immediately.
Oh my god.
Who did that?
His name's Shane.
That's hilarious.
How old are you? 18.
That's so
Oh, my
funny.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I mean, yeah, it's tough to sell.
Tough to remember to
See,
just say
my ID was
21.
all my real stuff. It had my real address. The only thing fake was
Aren't you not supposed to do that?
me and Heron made it together. And Heron, I remember Heron put his from South Carolina, which was stupid, but yeah, I made mine real.
People always say West Virginia licenses look weird.
They are.
They took ours.
Everyone else's.
Yeah,
The brand new ones I think looks awesome, but then you grab everyone else's. Ours feels fake.
Yeah, they took ours when we were in Ocean City, and I remember they grabbed mine and they were like, "Look at this ID," and I was like,
I know they think it's fake.
and I thought he thought it was fake, but he was
Jared,
just
you have the
showing
new
his
one?
buddies.
Yeah, I got the new one.
When you
I
turn
have the old
25,
one.
No, I
you turn 25 in July. You got to get a new one in a month.
Oh yeah.
What's
What the
yours
fuck
look
am I
like?
talking about?
Let me see.
Yeah,
Oh, I got the
it
same
is
one, Jared. I got
25.
the same one.
I
Jared
Here's
forgot.
the old
I
one.
forgot I was 25.
Give him that one.
Dude, why is your picture still that?
Yeah, it's the same.
horrible.
It's the same one from my. Yeah,
It's
I look horrible.
Damn.
He looks like
I look
He looks like a
terrible.
road.
Were you heavier?
Hell
than
yeah,
you are
I
now?
was fat as fuck.
You were not fucking fat.
Yeah, I was fat when I was.
168?
I lived in. Yeah, I live. I fucking
What do you
weigh
weigh now, 140?
155.
I got to go to the bathroom bad.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
We're gonna keep rolling here.
Yeah, we'll keep rolling.
Yeah, we got it. We're
Unless Cooley, you gotta leave. You
We're
guys gotta
probably
leave.
leaving like
5 minutes.
5, yeah.
Okay.
all right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. Oh,
Me and Jub can. We'll finish her up. What was I forget my train of thought. What we were talking about.
Fake IDs.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
We
they,
never.
They
I
took
never-
ours at Ocean City, and they were like passing around looking at it. But I was too afraid to get a fake ID. I was afraid the government would know who I was, and then they'd come after me and kill my family.
Jesus Christ.
No, I was just too afraid that I'd break the law. I didn't want to break the law.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're a good kid.
So you guys are going golfing today.
Yep. Me, Soup, Earl, James. Who do you think from first to last? What's your prediction here?
Earl.
I've never seen Soup or Earl golf.
Yes, you have. You've seen Soup
I'm
go.
gonna say Earl.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't with you guys. I didn't see
He got
him golf.
second in our tournament.
I would say, I don't know.
I'm gonna say Earl. Earl. You. James. Soup.
I'd say.
I hope you're right.
I'd say Earl, Soup. No, Earl. Yeah, Earl, Soup. You and James will tie.
I think it's gonna go Earl, James, me, Soup.
Soup's gonna be last
I think so. He don't play much.
because
Soup's a little.
He's
little
a
busybody.
social guy.
Soup doesn't have a very good patience.
The thing with golfing with Soup is he gets a phone call every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So he's never focused.
I noticed like when we were in the escape room, like every now and then I just catch him kind of just staring, like kind of like zoning out of.
Well, and it's funny because he like realizes that like he'll catch himself and be like, I should have been better. He'd be like, I'll take that, guys.
Then he'll like if I say something or he'll do something or like for instance, if we've done something with the podcast that didn't really turn out to be beneficial to us, and I'll be like, yeah, we probably shouldn't have done it. He goes, I'm sorry, guys.
That's what kind of like what Earl said today. He sent like some kind of Instagram video and it was like insulting. He said, "This is Cooley." And I was like, "Why is it always me?" He said, "Well, Soup never takes offense to anything."
Yeah, you're right.
He
You're
never
right, which is a
does.
good thing. Soup is the best.
I've only seen
That's
him
the first
mad.
time back on the podcast in a long time.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
just welcome back, Soupy.
Yeah,
He's got soup and stuff, but
he's in the bathroom right now.
Yeah. What did you notice with him? What were you saying?
I forget my train of
Oh
thought.
no, when he was mad. The only time you ever seen
Oh,
him
the only
mad.
time I ever saw him mad was that video when he got in a fight. He didn't get in a fight, but
Yeah.
well, he technically did, but he wasn't in the fight. I remember that was the only time I ever seen him like mad.
He was standing up for his friends, which
Hey,
he does best.
All right, Soup's back, everybody. Yeah, woo. All right, we're talking about when's like the last time you've been really mad?
Oh man, I don't get mad easily.
I said the last time I saw you actually like genuinely mad was that video when you got in that fight when that guy shoved
Dirty
it
Bar.
over
At the
and
bar.
pushed you.
Oh yeah, because I still have never thrown a punch or ever done anything.
You got hit.
Yeah, I
Oh.
just got hit, and I was upset because
Explain
we got shoved.
the scenario because Jarrett was telling on the podcast about you coming out of the house and you were going, I got hit.
Oh yeah.
I got hit."
I'll tell the story and then we'll go swing the clubs. We were at a party.
I forget what year. I mean, it was probably I don't know.
My sophomore year.
Yeah, so junior year, so 3 years ago. And huge fight between one of our guys and like 16 guys. Like one of our guys wanted to fight an entire wrestling team. He was trying to go get one kid that ran, and like 16 of their kids were trying to get him, but like 8 of the kids were holding the other 8 back. So nobody was going to let anybody like actually fight.
It was like a standoff.
Know what I mean? Yeah, like it was going to be 16 against 1. Nobody would have let that actually happen. So the 8 kids that were trying to get him, other 8 were holding him back. And he was just trying to get one kid that ran out the door. So me and a couple other kids were holding him back from going out the door and getting the kid. So something happened, like everyone's getting shoved around, and he, as soon as he slips my arms, so he like a movie, like slips underneath my arms, a punch is being thrown at him, at the kid that I'm holding. Okay, so he's like up on his tippy toes, like trying to shove my arms down to get out. So he's now face height with me. He's a little bit shorter than me. He's face like this. As soon as he slips his arms, fist right into the middle of my face, right into my nose, dude. My eyes start immediately rolling like this. And I'm just looking at the dude, and he starts chasing the kid that he tried to punch. It's like, dude, I just got punched in the face for nothing. So then, go ahead, Jarrett.
Well, yeah, and I remember I was outside, and I had no idea any of this was going on. And I forget who I was talking to, and you just come outside, and Barnyard got hit, and then I got hit. I'm like, what the fuck happened? What are you talking about? What's like? I thought somebody's like getting shot. Like I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I just see people running past me. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck happened?
But that's the only time. Have you ever been punched?
Never.
It's the only time I've ever been punched.
I think I got punched in the head or once.
I've never thrown a punch. I've only been.
You think you got punched in the head?
I think somebody punched me in the head one time, like in the top of the head, but I don't remember. I don't think so. If you're ever gonna take a punch and you can see it coming, take it in the front of your head, take it on the horn of your head, and it'll
just like
duck down.
It'll break their hand. It's the hardest part of your head, the nub.
There you go.
All right. Well, Jarrett and I might continue this. If not, I'll do a little sign off right here while Soup and Cooley are still here. Cooley and I and Jarrett are going to be on vacation. We're going to be in the Bahamas.
I can't wait to hear stories when you guys get back.
Yeah, we're going to be on a cruise. So this is technically being recorded a week prior. So it is being recorded a week prior. So if there's anything that we missed, if there's any breaking news, like the world exploded or something, then we're here not to talk about it. Thank you for listening to the Pine Room Podcast. As always, it's a little bit of an abbreviated episode. I think it was like an hour long, combined with the stuff that we did on yesterday. 2 days ago?
Yeah,
Friday.
2 days ago, Friday. Yep. But these guys are going to go golf.
Hey, I got something to leave us out. Give your prediction of what the major news line will say on Thursday when this episode comes out. Like what the big news will be that day. I'll go first. Derek Jeter stars in new Mario Kart movie.
Well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But you're taking a guess.
If that hits, I'll give you $150.
Okay, you go ahead. What's the breaking news going to be on Thursday?
Mine's less fun. Go ahead, Cools.
I don't know. The Titan wasn't real.
Okay. All right.
I was going to say the Titan reemerges and everyone's alive.
Well,
that'd be great.
Well, I wish we could talk about that a little bit, but mine's going to be. Because have you seen the Civil War in Russia? With this place called Wagner, and it's like an actual civil war going on. I'd say Vladimir Putin dead. I'll say that.
Oh wow!
There you go.
That'd be crazy. He fled the country though. He left. I'm pretty sure.
They'll find.
Why you guys are so dark and I have to do like?
Mine was good.
Can I give another? Can I give a fun one?
Go ahead.
I'll give another fun one. New Disney World to open up in Carolinas.
All right. What's it called?
I don't know. It's just
if Disneyland in California, Disney World in Florida. What's
Disney Galaxy?
Oh, I like
Disney Planet.
Yeah, I like it.
Disney shit.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to the Pine Room Podcast. You're going to be seeing some stuff about a giveaway this week.
So stupid.
With
Alan Jacks.
Alan Jacks. That's going to be going on this week. So you've probably seen it on our social media.
You got one more day to enter.
Yeah. Listen to the Pine Room Podcast on the Watchdog Radio Network, WKKX, and WVLY.
Love you guys.
Until next time, we'll see you here in the Pine Room. Goodbye.